Okay, so now we can start by adding some detail. So first of all, what I like to do is I always like to add some erosion. So if we go to natural, and here we have a erosion tab. Basically, Worldmachine is famous for its erosion, so if you just click on our erosion in our 3D view, and then we have some presets over here. For example, flood of slurry is very slight. We have some classic Worldmachine erosion power, so basically the power just means that it's stronger. First strength, some cool erosion, and good with talent. So let's try out. Okay, so with power is too strong, because then we will lose all our detail. Of course, if you look at first strength, that it's just way too strong. So let's actually redo this, and let's actually make our own erosion. So let's see. Let's set the base duration to. It is a bit hard to see if you are not building it. So let's set the rockiness hardness to. To about. Just very slightly. Filter strength can be a bit high. Let's set the segments, let's leave it to around 200. Let's enable our erosive power. And then you can see that we can just deform the entire terrain with it. So let's set it to about 0.2. It is really a bit gambling because now we can start building our terrain, and then we can see how it looks. So it probably won't be good the first time. At least I never really had it that it was good the first time. So as you can see, it gives some nice erosion. Actually, some very nice erosion. So it is almost good. So let's see. I think I want to set the erosive power, a little bit lower to about 0.83. And let's see, let's set the erosion base duration to about 130. The filter strength can be a little bit lower. We can randomize it a little bit. And let's build it again. Let's see how this looks. So that is actually looking very nice. So it has some nice erosion. Maybe I want to make the erosion a little bit less strong. So let's set the filter strength a little bit less again. And let's just build it again. That's looking nice. Okay, so that's it for the erosion. Now here at the top we have some very strong erosion, and basically I do not want to have the erosion that strong at the top. So what I can do is with the erosion selected, I can go to the top view, and if I just zoom out, and here's my terrain at the top view. And then what I want to do is I want to press attach new layout as mask input. And basically now we will make a mask where we do not want the erosion to show up. And it will have a fall off, so it won't be just, it will smoothly fade out the erosion. So for this terrain I will go for the polygon. And then what you want to do is you want to just click points. So it's a bit like in Photoshop, not the lasso tool, but there is a different tool, a selection tool that does this too. And then just slightly make the erosion go away over here. Like this. And then just press your right mouse button to turn it off. And as you can see now it actually inverted, so we do not want that. So now if you just select our erosion mask. Just select it. Oops, polygon is still on. So just press your right mouse button to deselect. So now you have it selected. We want to actually invert it and display it as a mask over here. And now we can just edit it. We can do this by double clicking on it. And here we can just change some of the values. So we can change the strength and the opacity. So let's actually set the strength a little bit lower. Let's set the fall off distance not too high, to about this. And let's just play around. I actually like the second curve for the fall off distance. Gives a nice smooth effect. Okay, like this. So, and now we want to invert the values. And now if we go back and we click on our erosion and we will build our terrain. Let's see if it worked. Suppose okay. So as you can see, now we have a nice erosion and it will stop around here at the bottom. So that is looking nicely. So let's actually expand the mask a little bit more. Just the fall of distance, I mean. Just a bit like 700 meters. Let's actually make it 600. Okay. And now we can select our erosion again and we can build again to see how this looks. Here you go. That's looking nicely. So it's already starting to look like a nice rocky realistic terrain. So now we've done that, let's see what else that we can add. So as you can see, it has auto assigned our erosion mask. So here's our erosion. So let's have a look what we can also add. Okay, so after taking a look, there is actually not much that we can add anymore for our terrain. So it is basically already about white. So if I just build it, so it is already looking like a very nice terrain. This is because we did a lot in Mudbox, so it already defined the box nicely. It has some great erosion, and of course what you can do, you can play around with things. I would advise playing around with some of the filters. For example, you can add terrains, but I do not have very good experience in it. You can add noise in your terrain, change the height and things like that. Also in the neutral tab, here you have coastal erosion for if you are making water, some snow erosion, terminal weathering. So those are basically the main ones that I use. If you are skipping Mudbox and starting in Worldmachine, then the generator tab is also very good to see. For example, the advanced Purlin, I mean. So yeah, so basically this is already our terrain. So in this volume we went over how to make a base plane in Maya. Then we went ahead in Mudbox and we sculpted our basic terrain. And now we exported it to Worldmachine, and here we added some nice effects like erosion. And we went over the basic UI of Mudbox and Worldmachine. So in the next tutorial we will start making our textures in Worldmachine. So we will use Worldmachine a lot for our textures. We will also bake some extra maps in Mudbox. And once we've done that and all our textures are okay, then we can start by exporting everything to engines like CryEngine, Unity 3D Engine and Unreal 4 engine. So thanks for watching 3dmotive.com, and I hope to see you in the next volume.